Am I the asshole for refusing to give my brother's wedding speech after finding out what he did at my wedding? Okay, so I need to write this out because I am shaking right now and my wife is telling me I'm completely justified, but I need an outside opinion. Some background. My brother Derek and I have always been close. He's 4 years older than me. He was my best man. And honestly, for most of my life, I looked up to him. When I got married 3 years ago, he gave what everyone called the best wedding speech they'd ever heard. People were crying. My mother-in-law still talks about it. I was genuinely moved. Fast forward to last month. Derek gets engaged to his girlfriend Priya, and almost immediately he calls me and asks if I'll give the speech at his wedding. I said yes, without hesitating. Of course, he's my brother. So I start writing it. I'm putting real work into this thing, digging up old photos, calling his college roommates for stories, trying to make it as good as his was for me. I'm maybe 2 weeks in when my cousin Tasha calls me just to chat. Here's where it falls apart. Tasha mentions totally offhand that she always felt bad about what happened at my wedding. I ask her what she means. She gets quiet, tells me she assumed I knew by now. I didn't know. Apparently, and I want to be very precise here, my brother Derek did not write my wedding speech. He hired someone to write it. That alone I probably could have forgiven. But that's not the part that matters. The part that matters is this. The week before my wedding, Derek called Tasha and 3 other family members and told them that my wife Sarah had cheated on me earlier in the year, that he had proof, and that he wasn't sure the wedding should even happen. He planted this story with people I love right before the most important day of my life. He told them not to tell me because he didn't want to ruin the wedding, but that they deserved to know what kind of person Sarah was. Sarah has never cheated on me. I know this with complete certainty. I'm not a person in denial. I have genuine reasons to be sure, which I won't get into here. Derek made it up, or he heard a rumor and decided to run with it. Either way, he stood up at my wedding, delivered a beautiful speech someone else wrote, cried real tears, hugged me, and 4 people in that room thought my wife was a cheater because of something he said 4 days earlier. I called Tasha back after I hung up and just sat there for probably an hour. Then I called Derek. He denied it at first. Then when I told him, Tasha told me directly. He admitted it, but said he was trying to protect me and that he made a mistake and has grown a lot since then. He said he'd been carrying guilt about it for years. I asked him why, if he felt so guilty. He never told me. He didn't have an answer for that. I told him I needed some time. He said, okay. That was 9 days ago. Yesterday, his fiancée Priya texted me asking if I was still working on the speech because they need to give the venue a final program by Friday. I told her I wasn't going to be giving the speech. She asked why. I told her she should ask Derek. Within an hour, my mom called me. Then Derek called me twice. Then my aunt texted me a paragraph that ended with, "Weddings are not the place to air grievances, you know this." Derek is now saying that I'm punishing Priya for something that has nothing to do with her, that I'm going to ruin her wedding day, and that I need to be the bigger person. My wife Sarah, who I only told about this last night because I didn't want to upset her until I knew how I felt, cried for about 20 minutes and then told me she always felt like something was off at our wedding but could never figure out what it was. She said she noticed people being weird, but assumed she was imagining it. She wasn't imagining it. So, am I the a-hole for pulling out of the speech? I want to be clear. I'm not showing up to the wedding and causing a scene. I'm not sending a mass text to the family. I'm not even telling Priya what he did unless she asks me directly. I just can't stand up there and talk about what a wonderful person my brother is when I don't believe that right now. Edit. To everyone asking why Derek would make up the cheating story, my best guess is that he and Sarah had some kind of tension before our wedding that I was never fully aware of. Sarah confirmed they had one bad conversation at a family event where he was rude to her, and she pushed back. She thought it was forgotten. Apparently not. Edit 2. I am not going to the wedding. I made that decision about an hour ago. My wife and I talked, and neither of us feels right sitting in the audience either. I texted Derek and told him I loved him, but I needed space, and that when he was ready to have a real conversation about what he did, not just apologies designed to smooth things over, I'd be there. He has not responded.